Sri Lanka has got its new president as Ranil Wickremesinghe, the six-time Prime Minister and a veteran politician, took oath this morning in the Lankan Parliament. He has been appointed as the 8th executive president of the island nation. He was sworn in by the Lankan Chief Justice after being elected with 134 votes in the 225-member parliament yesterday. He defeated the ruling SLPP's Dulas Allahaperuma, who got 82 votes. And according to reports, Wickremesinghe is expected to form a cabinet not exceeding 30 ministers. He is also widely expected to invite his schoolmate and former public administration minister Dinesh Gunawardena to be the prime minister in the unity government.
We in Parliament are being questioned by the people as to why we cannot work together. Why are we trying to compete with each other at the risk of destroying the country? And there are many people who have these viewpoints, who feel there is a change necessary, and people who say so non-violently, without destruction. It is they we should help together with the silent majority. For those who seek to destroy, to threaten democracy, they must then be dealt with the law, by the law. For the others, I would like to bring everyone together so that a national consensus is formed as to the way forward.
Meanwhile, protesters continue to camp in Colombo against Wickremesinghe's appointment as he is considered to be a loyalist of the Rajapaksa clan. The protesters had even stormed his private residence, seeking his resignation earlier this month. However, the newly sworn-in president has refuted protesters' charge. While speaking to the media during a temple visit ahead of the swearing-in ceremony yesterday, Wickremesinghe was asked about his loyalty to the Rajapaksa family, to which he said that he has always opposed the Rajapaksas.
How am my old friend the Rajapaksa? When did I know the Rajapaksa? I've been opposing them all this time. You come here today and tell me I'm a friend.
However, his supporters believe that Wickremesinghe's appointment, which comes after former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa fled to Singapore earlier this month, will help in resolving the country's ongoing economic issues, as the country is now witnessing its worst economic crisis since independence. Meanwhile, the US Central Intelligence Agency has blamed Chinese investments as one of the factors for Sri Lanka's economic woes. Warning against Chinese investments, the agency's chief, Bill Burns, said that Sri Lanka is heavily indebted to China. He further added that the country has made some really dumb bets about their economic future and are suffering pretty catastrophic consequences, both economic and political. And for more details, our correspondent Dasuni Ashara has sent us this latest report from Colombo. Take a look.
On the onset, things appear to be going the way of the newly elected president, President Ranil Wickremesinghe, provided that messages from both the leader of the opposition, Sajith Premadasa, along with the other presidential candidate, SLPP MP Dulas Allahaperuma, both voicing their support towards the newly elected president. This might indicate that in the coming few weeks, Sri Lanka might edge closer towards forming the all-party government, which has failed consensus for months on end, especially during the regime of former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. When Parliament convenes on the 27th of this month, it will be important to note that all eyes will once again be on the Parliament to see who will be taking up the role of Prime Minister. And as of right now, according to sources, several senior ministers have been slated to take on the all-important role of a Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. In terms of protest, the protesters, as of this evening, have now agreed to step away from protesting outside one of the key protest sites in central Colombo, and that being the protest site named No Deal Gama, which was in operation outside the official residence of the Prime Minister, known as Temple Trees. Only time will tell how successful the newly elected president is in pacifying the people and steering Sri Lanka out of its worsening economic crisis. Reporting for WION World is One from Colombo, I'm Dasunia Thauda.
WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.